every operator, and you must be able to write at least one program as an example of that operator. You must be able to in that state. So this is an example to understand assignment operators. Assignment operators. See, the very basic we declare already we discussed this thing also last session, I think. This is a normal assignment operator that is used to store the value. The meaning of this statement is I am trying to store 10 in the variable a. To store any value, we are using assignment operator. This should be called as assignment operator. You should not call it as a equal to operator. Assignment only. And the type of the data I want to store in the variable 10. So the 10 data type is integer. We covered this already one of our sessions. Numerical values are considered as an integer value if the numerical value is a whole number without decimals, without fractionals. If you have any numerical value with decimal points, that should be called as a float type value. So this is how to use assignment operator. And the second case is, so if you want to write a statement like this, a assignment a plus 5. So the a value will be added with 5. Suppose as per our example, a value is 10. If you write a code like this, a assignment a plus 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So the 15 value will be stored again in the a only. So if you want to write the statement like this, that is valid. Otherwise, in place of this statement, if you want to write a short notation like this, that is also valid. A plus assignment 5. These two statements give same meaning. A assignment a plus 5, you can write. Otherwise, in short, you can write like this also, a plus assignment 5. Whenever you have the same variable at the left hand side and the right hand side of the assignment operator, then only you can use this shorthand notation. Okay, a assignment a plus 5 can be written as a plus assignment 5. For example, if you have the statement like this, a assignment a minus 3. Same statement you can write like this, a minus assignment 3. So these are called compound assignment operators. Minus assignment, plus assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment, modulus division assignment. So this is the example program for assignment operators. Simple, okay? Then how can we execute this? Already in the last session I have shown to you. Type CMD before that. Let me copy the file name. Assignment operators. Control C for copy. Type CMD here. Java C space file name data Java for the compilation. Compilation is used to convert high level to low level. After that, run the program. Command is Java space file name enter. Now observe this is the
Fine.
output. Okay. Initial value of a 10 and a plus assignment 5 equals to 15 and so on. Next. That is about assignment operators. Next operator is increment and decrement operator. This is very frequently asked question. You may get the question like explain about increment and decrement operators with an example code. Then what is the use of increment operator? How to understand it? Very simple. Suppose you have any variable. I want to increment that value by 1. For example, x value is 3. I want to add 1. 1 to the 3. Now x becomes 4 now. X assignment x plus 1. X assignment x plus 1. The x value will be added by 1. So same statement, you can write like x plus plus also. Two are valid. Okay. If you want to add a number by 1, then you can write x plus plus. I will show the example. In the same way, decrement. If you want to decrement any value by 1. In simple terms, if you want to subtract 1, from any number, you can use decrement operator, minus minus. If you want to add 1 to any number, you can use increment operator. The operator symbol is plus plus 2 times. See, plus plus increment operator that is used to increment any value by 1. And in that also we have pre-increment, post-increment. In the same way, pre-decrement, post-decrement. Very simple. Try to focus. So pre-increment means, suppose if you write a statement like this, y assignment plus plus x. First the value will be incremented. Pre-incremented. First the value will be incremented. Then the incremented value will be assigned to the y. This is pre-increment. Increment the value and store incremented value. Post increment means first assign the existing value to the y. If I write the statement like this, y assignment x plus plus, the existed x value 3 will be assigned to the y. After assigning, the value will be incremented. Okay, if you understand this pre-increment, post-increment, then you can easily understand pre-decrement, post-decrement. Let me repeat. We have the code like this: int x assignment 3 comma y. Y assignment plus plus x. First the value will be incremented plus plus. Plus plus x means previous value of the x equals to 3. Plus plus x means 3 plus 1 incremented by 1, 4. So the value will,
సార్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అంటే సార్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అని అంటే మనం 1 కౌంట్ చేయాలా సార్? అంటే 3 ఉంది కదా సార్. సో ప్లస్ ప్లస్ అంటే ప్లస్ 1 చేసుకుంటే 4 అదేనా ఆన్సర్?
and the plus plus means if you want to add 1,
హలో
digit 1. Yeah, if you want to add, is it audible? Yeah, ma. Is it audible, Amma?
సార్ సార్
1 minute.
ఎస్ సార్ నా ఓకే సార్.
Okay, right. So if you want to add simply by 1, then go for the increment. If you want to subtract 1 from any number, you can go for the decrement. This is basic principle. Okay, na?
ఓకే సార్. ఒకవేళ 2 యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే
We should not use increment operator. 2 add చేయాలంటే దీని increment operator వాడద్దు. దానికి డైరెక్ట్ గా x plus 2 అని రాయాలి. ఓన్లీ 1 యాడ్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఆ కేసులో మాత్రమే x plus 1 అని రాయొచ్చు. అది కూడా వ్యాలిడే. బట్ x plus 1 ప్లేస్ లో
అచ్చా
x plus plus అని రాసిన
ఎక్స్
వ్యాలిడే.
ప్లేస్ లో ఇది ఓకే.
Subtract x minus 1, we can write it. That is also valid. But in place of that, you can write minus minus. Okay, na? Right. So see the example code. Am I audible now?
ఎస్ సార్ ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah. Now see the example code. Class name, creation of the class is compulsory in every Java program. Public static void main as usual, mandatory for every program. Int a assignment to 10, storing 10 into the variable a. Now see system.out.println output function, open parenthesis. double quotation. What we are writing within the double quotation, that will be displayed as it is. Whatever you want to write, you can for the good readability. Post increment value of a plus plus. I want to print that. That is my intention. That's why I'm writing like this. Suppose if you want to write post increment value of a after a plus plus, like that, you can write. Plus means concatenation, not addition. In this context, the plus symbol meaning is concatenation, adding, not addition. This will be printed. After that, this value will be printed. Concatenation. Now a plus plus. The a plus plus value becomes. Can you expect a plus plus value now? Where a equals to 10.
Yes, sir.
11.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
10
10 only.
plus 1 is equal to 11, sir, output.
Okay, done. See the output.
Sir, 10.
Yeah, just 10 only here. Let me execute this, then you will get the clarification. That's why just listen carefully while I am discussing the program. Java C space, not copied. Control C, Control V here, dot Java. Java space. Now observe the output. Post increment a plus plus value is 10 only. That is the output of this statement. Observe here carefully. Okay, we are getting 10 here. In place of a plus plus, we are getting 10 only, not 11. How? Observe carefully while we are discussing. In place of plus plus means this is post increment. Increment means by one. That is common rule. Just forget about it. After that, we have two categories: post increment, pre increment. Then what is the major difference between post and pre increment is? So in post increment, first the existing value will be used in the statement. The existing value will be used in the statement. After that, the value will be incremented. So what is the existing value of A at this moment? 10 only. Before before this statement, what was the A value? 10. So in this statement, in this expression, existing value will be used first. That will be printed 10. After printing that internally, 10 value will be incremented by 1. Then 11. A becomes 11. After executing this statement, A becomes 11. To verify that, I want to print A value. System.out.println. Now the value of A plus plus is, I want to print A. If you observe the output, value of A after A plus plus 11. Is it clear first? Any doubts? In post increment, use the value first, then increment. Simple. In pre increment, increment the value first, then use the incremented value. Try to understand the difference. So this is about post and pre. Okay. Then in the same way, decrement also, post decrement, pre decrement. In the post decrement, use the existing value first. That will be used in this statement. Suppose a equals b equals to 10. the output of the statement is 10 only because using the existing value as a result, 10. After that, the value will be decremented. Then B value will be updated as 9. See here, value of B after B minus minus is 9. Next, pre-decrement. First decrement the value and use the decremented value in the statement. So in the previous statement, the B value is 9. Now minus minus 8. So updated B value becomes 8. So output is pre-decrement minus minus B value is 8. So like this, you must understand it. Okay. So bit confusion might be there. That is common to all programmers. That is in pre-increment, post-increment. But just focus. You can easily understand that. Now, conditional operator. Next category is conditional operator. The conditional operator is also called as ternary operator. Ternary means 3 because it has 3 parts. That's why it is called ternary operator. And the syntax of the conditional operator is expression 1, question mark, expression 2, colon, expression 3. This is the syntax of the conditional operator. Then what is the use of it? How the execution will be? See, this is the example code. Integer A assignment 10, B assignment 20, big is another variable, just a declaration. If this condition is true, A greater than B, question mark. So this is the syntax, this is the rule. This will be evaluated first. If this is true, this value will be assigned to the big. If this condition is true, expression 2 value will be the result. If expression 1 value is false, expression 3 value will be the result. That is about conditional operator. Okay. So see the example. A assignment 10, B assignment 20. A value 10, B value 20. A greater than B, 10 greater than 20. That is false, na? This is false. 10 greater than 20. That is false. So the final value is B. The B value will be assigned to the big. What is the B value? 20 as per this example. Okay. System.out.println big 20. That prints 20. So this is how to understand ternary operator or conditional operator. Generally, you may get this question for the short answer questions. Okay, what is ternary operator or what is conditional operator? Just explain it like this. Syntax rules and simple code. Next, bitwise operators. Bitwise operators are used to work with bits. Bits in this case, zeros and ones. Okay, 0 and 1, these are called bits or binary digits. If you want to work with bits, you can go for the bitwise operators. Bitwise operators are used at bit level. For example, if you give any number, the number will be converted into the binary values internally. If you give any number, the value will be converted into the binary values internally. After converting into the binary digits, binary value, then you can use these operators, bitwise operators. So bitwise operators will be work at bit levels. If you give any number, that value will be converted into the bits, and on that bits, these bitwise operators will work. So we have these type of the bitwise operators, bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, left shift operator, right shift operator, complement operator, and right shift with zero fill. All these are bitwise operators. At least try to remember bitwise and are exclusive or left shift, right shift in worst case. Okay. Then how to work with this bitwise and or exclusive or? Very simple. Suppose I have these bits. X value is 1101 binary values. y value is 1, 0, 0, 1. If two values are trues, that is ones, then it returns 1. See this rule? It returns 1 when both bits are 1. In all other cases, it returns 0. 1, 1. Answer is 1. Okay. 1, 1. Answer is 1. 0, 0, 0. 1, 0 also 0. 1, 1, 1. Because the rule is bitwise AND operators returns 1 when both bits are 1. In all other cases, that returns 0. And this is about bitwise AND operator. Then bitwise OR operator, that is indicated with pipe symbol. If you apply bitwise OR operator to any bits, it returns 1 when at least one of two bits is 1. In these two bits, if at least one of two bits is equals to 1, then that returns 1. Observe here, we have these x and y values, and 1, 1, x value and y value 1, last digit 1, 1. It returns 1 because at least one of two bits is 1, the result is 1. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is how to understand bitwise OR. If you have at least one value is 1, then the final value is 1. In all other cases, the answer is 0. This is how to understand bitwise OR. Bitwise exclusive OR. So bitwise exclusive OR, it returns 1. It returns 1 only if one of bits is 1. In simple terms, you can understand like this. You must have only one value is 1. Exclusive OR. Okay. Then that returns 1. Otherwise 0. In the previous case, at least one of the two bits is 1. Then the final value is 1. But it should be only one value is 1, then the final value is 1. In the bitwise exclusive OR, you must have only one value is 1. Then only the output is 1. See, two values are 1s. That's why result is 0. Second, two values are zeros. Final value is 0. Now one value is 1, other value is 0. That's why the result is 1. This is important part. You must have one digit, one value is 1, then the result is 1. Okay. In simple terms, you can understand if you have opposite values, the result is 1. X value is 0, Y value is 1. Result is 1. X value is 1, Y value is 0, or X value is 0, Y value is 1. Opposite. Then you will have 1 as an output. In all remaining cases, it returns 0. That is about exclusive OR. Bitwise left shift, right shift operators. These are used to shift n number of the bits to the left hand side or right hand side. By the name, you can understand it, left shift to operators. This is used to shift the bits to the left hand side. Left shift, shifting to the left hand side in simple terms. Left shift operator is used to shift n number of the bits to the left hand side. So we need to use two less than symbols to implement left shift operator. We use two greater than symbols to implement right shift operator. Left shift, two less than. Right shift, two greater than symbols. And if we write x left shift 3, the meaning of the code is from the x value, all the bits are shifted to the left hand side by 3 positions. For example, observe carefully. For example, we have the value x here, na? So we have the 1 at first position from the right hand side. But in the result, if you apply x left shift 3, in the result, that value in the third position. Okay. Observe here three positions. Three positions is moved from the left hand side. This is actually first position, but in the result, that is in the fourth position. Three positions are moved to the left hand side. So this is the meaning of x left shift 3. In the result, that moved to the place 3 positions. In the input, that is in the first position. In the output, that is in the fourth position from the right hand side. In the same way, this 0 comes here and this 1 comes to here. Every digit will be moved to the left hand side by the 3 positions, plus 3 positions, like this. Okay. Every position is moved to the left hand side by 3 positions. In the same way, right shift operator, every value is moved to the right hand side by the 3 positions. You can use n value 2, 3, 4, 5, any numbers. Just in this example, I am using 3. Okay. So this is about shifting operator. So finally, you can understand like this. Shift operators are used to shift n numbers of the bits to the left hand side or right hand side. Then next important topic, very frequently asked question. This is also control statements in Java. So as of now, you observe that we executed few programs. In that, the execution flow is first statement 1 will be executed within the main, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, like that. In which order we develop the code, the same order the execution will be. But now let us say I have one requirement where I want to change the execution flow. For example, I want to execute second statement. After that, directly I want to execute seventh statement or 10th statement. I want to change the execution flow. If you have this type of the requirement in your project, then you can use control structures concept. Okay, you can control the execution flow. That is the main purpose of the control structures concept. So this concept is the same in the all programming languages probably. Now we have different categories in the control statements. We can use the word conditional control structures, control statements, okay, decision making statements, different words you may use. Now coming to the categories of the control statements. First category is branching statements. Decision making with branching statements, or simply you can say branching statements. Okay, or selection statements. That is also valid word. Coming to the branching statements, if else, nested if if ladder, switch case. These are the categories in the branching statements category. You must remember each and every word. If else, nested else if ladder, and switch. These are called decision making statements with branching statements or simply branching statements. Then coming to the if, what is the use of if? Generally, if you want to use any code and if you want to execute any statement based on one condition, then you can go for the if statement. Let me give a real life example. Suppose you want to carry the umbrella, but you may have the condition. If there is a possibility of the rain, you may carry the umbrella. If there is no possibility for the rain, you no need to carry the umbrella. So carry the umbrella is a task. Carry the umbrella is your task that will be decided based on the condition, the possibility of the rain. If there is a possibility of the rain, the condition truth value is yes, there is a possibility, then you can carry the umbrella. For example, the possibility is no. There is no chance to rain. Then you no need to carry the umbrella. So your task will be decided, your action will be decided based on that condition value. So in the same way, in the programming also, if you want to execute some statement or single statement based on some condition value, then you can go for the if statement. Okay. You need to frame a condition. If the condition value is true, some statement or statements will be executed. If this condition is false, these statements will be skipped. This particular block will be skipped. Directly that goes out of this block. See the syntax? If test expression, in simple terms, you need to write a condition here. If the condition is true, then this block will be executed. If the condition is false, this block will be skipped. This block will not be executed. Simple. Just remember this. If condition is true, that if block will be executed. If the condition is false, if block will not be executed. This is about if statement. Okay. See this code. Class name is simple. Public static void main string args as usual. Now observe the code. Int x assignment 5. If x greater than 0, if this condition is true, this block will be executed. If x greater than 0 is true. What is the x value? 5. 5 greater than 0. Is it true? No. 5 greater than 0 is false. So if this is false, this condition is false, this block will be skipped. This block will be ignored. That will not be executed. Directly, it comes out of that block. So this statement will be executed. This will be evaluated and the statement value is false. Directly, it comes to the statement system.out.println program end. So if you execute this code, you will get the output program end. That's it. This statement will be skipped. This statement will not be executed. So this is how to use if. Okay. Now, suppose I have one more requirement. I want to execute one set if the condition is true, and I want to execute another set if the condition is false. I have two sets now, two possibilities, two blocks. If block, else block. If this condition is true, if the given condition is true, if block will be executed. If this condition is false, if block will be skipped. If block will not be executed, then else block will be executed. This is the purpose of if else. Let me repeat. In if, we need to write one condition. The if condition is true, if a block will be executed. If the if condition is false, else block will be executed. That's it. Let me execute a program, then you can understand it. See this code. Class name is if else example. Public static void main string args as usual. X assignment 10, int y assignment 12. If x plus y value is less than 10, the meaning of the statement is if x plus y less than 10, what is x value? 10. Y value 12. X plus
22.
y, 10 plus 12, 22, right?
Yes, sir.
22 less than 10. Is it true or false?
False, sir.
22 less than 10. So this is false. If this is false, this block will be skipped. If a block will be skipped, then only else block will be executed, this part. So the output is x plus y is greater than 20. X plus y value is greater than 20. That becomes the output. So this else part only will be executed if block will be skipped. and this is else ending, main ending, and class ending part. So let me execute this. We need to get the output x plus
సార్
y is
పైన
greater than
20
20.
ఎందుకు వచ్చింది సార్? ఇక్కడ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 20 వాల్యూ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది సార్? 10.
You can write anything. We are not getting any 20. Just try for
ఓకే
to
ఓకే
make the
ఓకే
understand only I'm writing that.
ఓకే సార్.
Suppose
అంటే అక్కడ ఎక్స్ వాల్యూ 10, వై వాల్యూ 12 ఉంది కదా సార్, మీరు అట్లా వేసేసరికి వాల్యూ వచ్చిందా అని.
yeah, we are not evaluating that. మనం ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎవాల్యూట్ చేసిన వాల్యూ కాదు. ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ వై వాల్యూ ఈజ్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 20 అని చెప్పడం మన పర్పస్. ఓకేనా? 22 కదా, ఆబ్వియస్లీ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 20 కదా.
20, అవును సార్.
Yeah, that's why. Okay. So let me execute this code. Copy the file name. Java space file name dash Java. Java space file name. Okay. Now see, x plus y is greater than 20. But here you must understand, if this is true, what we have that will be executed in the if block. If this is false, what we have in the else that will be executed. That is the part. Okay. For example, see the same example. I'm writing greater than here. Now the output is
ట్రూ సార్.
yes. So x plus y is 22. 22 greater than 10. That is true. Now system.out.println x plus y is less than 10. That will be printed. Don't think about this text. Just for understanding purpose, I am writing. Okay. For your understanding purpose, I am writing. But the thing is, you must understand if else. Why if executed, and when it will be executed, when else will be executed. That's it. Now, nested if else. Suppose if you want to write one if within the another if, or one if within the another else, you can write. That is also valid. That concept is called nested if else. In simple terms, one if within the another if. Okay, like this, you can write any number of the if else's within another if and within another else. That concept is called nested if else, but actually that becomes a bit complicated. If you write one if within the another if, that creates somewhat complicated structure. Let me show you that. Have any? See this code. Declare three variables assigning the values 10, 20, 30 respectively. If A greater than B, if this is true, that enters into this block. Control enters into the block. Again, checking the next condition. So we are writing if within the another if. This is the nested if concept. We are writing if A greater than C within the another if A greater than B. So writing one if within the another if called nested if else. And first this outer if will be evaluated. If this is true, then control enters into the block. Again, this condition will be evaluated. If this is also true, then only this statement will be executed. Suppose, so this is true, let us say, this is true, and this is false. Now, this part will be executed, this part. Okay. So, because this is false, na, the if block will not be executed. So, this part. After the if you want to execute single statement, no need to create the. So if will not be executed when it is false, else part will be executed. Okay, this is how to understand nested if else. We can write one if within the another if. Within the if you observe, this is if na, we are writing if else. Already we discussed this if else part just now. But we are writing this if else within the another if. So this is nested if else concept, but writing the nested if else program and understanding bit complicated. Suppose if I increased one more if within this if, like that, if you extend up to the a huge number of the nested if else, the program becomes very complicated. It's very difficult to develop, very difficult to understand also. That's why it is not suggestible to use in the real time nested if else statement. But we have the concept. You must have the idea about this. Next, else if ladder. So in the previous case, we can create one condition with one if. Like that, if you want to create n number of the conditions, we can create with help of else if keyword. Suppose if condition 1, this is true, this particular statement will be executed. But that statement might not be true also. We have that case also. If that is not true, I want to check one more condition. If condition 2 is true, I want to execute another set of this statement or statements. Suppose if second condition is also false, let us assume that. I want to check one more condition. And if the third condition is true, I want to execute another set of these statements. Like that, you can write n number of the condition. If condition 1 is true, one set is executed. If condition 1 is false, then we are going to check second condition. If second condition is true, another set of these statements will be executed. If second condition is also false, then state condition 3 will be evaluated. Like this, you can write n number of the conditions. Check the condition. If it is true, statement executed. If that is false, check second condition. Second condition is also false. Check the third condition and so on. Like that. So like that, you can write n number of the conditions. That concept is called else if ladder. Okay. Now see the example code. See, the concept is example program to determine the largest number of the given three numbers. So we declare integer type of three numbers and see if a greater than b and a greater than c. So here we are checking two conditions by using logical AND operator. Logical AND operator two times AND. Technically that is called logical AND operator. That is used to combine two conditions. One condition is a greater than b, another condition is a greater than c. We can combine multiple conditions with help of logical AND. Point 1. Second point. This statement returns true whenever these two conditions are true. A greater than b must be true. Then a greater than c also must be true. Then only the complete statement, complete if statement returns true. See, as per our values, A value is 10, B value is 20. 10 greater than 20, false. So this returns true if these two conditions are true, but this is false already. So obviously this returns false. If this is false, I want to check one more condition. Else space if B greater than C, B greater than C, false.
False.
So this also will be skipped. Else, I don't want to check the another condition. Else, directly this will be executed whenever the previous two conditions are false. So else part, system.out.println, largest value is concatenated with C. So the output is largest value is 30. You will get that output. So this is how to implement else if ladder to find out greatest of three numbers. Okay, so here we are using else if ladder, F else if. And if you want to continue this for the remaining requirements, for this requirement, one else if is enough. But if you want to implement this with a different type of the requirements, you can write n number of the else ifs. So this is the concept of else if ladder. Now, last one is in the branching decision making statement switch case.
switch case.
So this is called a multi-way conditional control structure. Nothing but we have the multiple ways. We need to select only one way to execute. Okay, simple. You are on the road, you are on the highway. At some point of time, you may get three subways. Depends on your goal, your destination. You may select one of the ways. In the same way, in the switch also we have the multiple ways. You need to select only one way based on the switch value. So let me tell you about this. So see the syntax, switch is the keyword. We need to write one condition here. Condition is also an expression technically, and that condition value will be evaluated. Based on that, only one case will be executed. Case space, we need to give value for this case. If this value is matched with this expression value, this particular case only will be executed. Remaining all the cases will be skipped. Or suppose this expression value is matched with this case 2 value. In this case, this particular case only will be executed. Remaining all the cases will be skipped. Like this, the switch expression value is compared with all the cases. Which case value is matched with the switch value, that particular case only will be executed. Remaining all the cases will be skipped. So that is the importance of switch case. Now, see the example code. Int number assignment 49. Okay, just I created a variable. I'm storing 49 randomly. String size. I created a variable size. The data type of that size is string type. The meaning is we can store string values in the size. Now, switch number. Observe here, switch is the keyword and I am giving number to the switch. What is the number value? 49. Okay. Now, this number value is compared with every case value. First step is this number value is compared with this case value. What is the case value? 29. But the number value is 49, not matched. Case 2 value is 42, but number value is 49, not matched. Next case value 44, not matched. And 48 also not matched. Okay. For example, let me change the code 48. Number value is 48 and we need to write that number for the switch. And this will be used to switch for a particular case where the case value must be same as this number value. Number value is 48 and which case value is 48? This case value. So this particular case only will be executed. So size value extra large. This value will be stored in the variable size and it exit from the switch case. After exit from the switch case, system.out.println size within the double quotes will be displayed as it is. Concatenation with size. What is the value we have in the size?
40.
Extra large. Okay, 48 case is executed. In the 48 case, what is the statement or statements we have? Size
Extra
value
large.
changed as extra large. So the output is size is extra large. We are getting that value. So let me execute this. File name, enter. Now see, size, colon, extra large. For example, if I change this to 29, in that case, this will
Small.
be activated. Small, okay, size small, that will be the output. For example, if I write 50. Actually, there is no 50 case. Okay. We have 29 case, 42, 44, 48. That's it. Now, this is important point. Whenever the switch value is not matched with any case value, in that case, the default case will be executed. Okay. As per the default, the size is unknown. So I changed the number value is 50 and I'm trying to execute the same code. Compile because we modify the code and execute it. Now see, output is size unknown. Okay, this is how to understand switch case. Right. Next category is loopings concept. In the control statement concept, we have three categories. First one is branching statements. We covered if else, nested if else if ladder, switch case. These are called branching statements. Category one in control statement concept. And second type of the control statements concept is looping control structures. Or you can say iterative statements or looping statements simply. And the main purpose of the looping concept is it is used to execute the same statement repeatedly. Write once, execute many times in simple terms. Okay, for that purpose, we use looping concept. And Java supports Java supports mainly three types of the looping concept. Those are while loop, do while loop, and for loop. But concept is same. Write once, execute many times, but implementation method is different. Let me show you simple code, then you can easily understand that. Yeah, see this. I assignment 1, while I less than or equals to 10, system.out.println welcome. I plus plus. This is comment line. If you want to write I assignment I plus 1 is valid, or you can write directly I plus plus. Two are valid. Now the meaning is first I equals to 1 and this condition will be checked. While is a loop. While loop. 1 less than or equals to 10. True. If that is true, so if this is true, then only these statements will be executed, okay? But this statement is used to execute 10 times. Same statement will be executed 10 times because we are writing I less than or equals to 10. So this is the loops concept. So write once and execute n number of the times. If you write 20, 20 times will be executed. If you write 30, 30 times will be executed. Okay, so this is one type of the while. One type of the loop is while. In the same way, we have do while for loop also. In the next session, that is tomorrow's session, we will cover the remaining loops concept as well as we will cover the third category of the control statement, that is jumping statements. Remember, you must get a question from this area. There is no doubt. Very, very important concept. If you have the idea about this concept, you will get very good marks. Control statements, type of the control statements, example program. Okay. Try to understand it and try to go through the link I shared with you already. In that also I uploaded the same concept in the form of the video. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in the next session. Okay? Any doubts? Do you have
సార్
the link, I hope?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారు కదా సార్, అది కొంచెం కోడ్ కొంచెం ఈజీగా ఉంది, మీరు చెప్పింది అది ఇంపార్టెంట్ కదా, సో మీరు షేర్ చేస్తారా ఏమన్నా, అంటే నోట్స్ మా దగ్గర లేదు.
Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. I will share this document with your coordinator and that will be posted in your group.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. Otherwise, just go with this link also. YouTube search Shravan Kumar Gurram. In the YouTube, you can search Shravan Kumar Gurram. Same document is uploaded there also. You can access from there.
ఓకే
Okay. Topic wise uploaded. Same topic, same document.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. I will share this also.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Right, I'm done.